Previously on T-Man 978.
More effort. Yeah, he looks great, don't he? You saw the other hands I had on him? Well, he comes with two fists and two whipping hands, as we all started saying because of Shartimus Prime. If he didn't get it from somebody else, web shooting hands.
T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now we're going to be taking a look at G.I. Joe Classified Series number 118, Iron Grenadiers Cobra Metalhead. Here's this stuff right here on the side, if you want to see that. Here's this on the back. And here is this artwork right there. Looking like Macho Man Randy somebody. Here's one of my behind the scenes moments. You don't know how much time has passed since I filmed the beginning of this video. And I actually filmed like the beginning of this guy's, who I haven't opened yet, so I want to finish this video, so I can't do that. But anyway, this guy, with all his individual pieces spread out, he comes with 26 individual pieces. And if I wanted to go extra, I could pop these off of this stock thing. But no, I'm not going to do all that. But once you put them all together, it doesn't seem like as much. I mean, you will have these missiles and all of this stuff, which is 12 right here. You will have that lingering to the side. And he can't wear, he has to have on this piece or this helmet. He can't wear like two of them at once. And this gun, which we have seen before, there we are. It has this magazine that goes in there that condenses this. We've seen this gun before, mainly with the Cobra officers, the Valkyries, and the fire team officer, I believe. Boom, plug that magazine in there. We have this little combat knife that goes right up in here. And I'm going to show you him before I start putting this gun pack on, or jetpack that I've been using it as. Here is his angry, crazy face, and look at that. He has a teardrop right there. It's hollow. I'm not a part of a gang. I don't know gang culture, so I'm not even going to speculate. You already know if you already are part of that. He has Destro right there. I guess this is one of Destro's teams. It's been a minute since I watched this season of G.I. Joe. I tried to watch it on, oh look, it says Cold Slither. So he is definitely a fan of the Dreadnoughts, if he's not a member of them, or a former member. But look at that, I guess that's how many people he's killed. Probably more than that, to be honest. But I like the way this looks, this matte maroon right there on the shoulder pad, and if I pull this forward, kind of looks like he is probably on Shockwave's body. I'm not sure, and I'm not even going to speculate about the legs. Here's this detail back here, which they actually show on the back of the box. We got those. I guess if you're pressed to not have these on there when he doesn't have the guns, you can probably slide them off the legs. Here are these boots right here. I'm pretty sure we've seen these boots. They look familiar. I'm not one of those crazy people that are just so anal about reuse and whatnot. These characters just look so unique because of the color schemes and the other new stuff that they give them that I can't even pay attention to it. Articulation, you get all this with the base of the neck and a dumbbell underneath of the head. You can come forward that much, go back not so much. You can't really look up. That's a problem for me with the way they do the necks now. Of course it rotates. The arm goes all the way out 90 degrees. You get butterfly joints, and look at the sculpting right there. Of course it can swivel right there. You get the double jointed pinless elbows. horizontal hinge right there, vertical hinge on this one, the ab crunch. I'm going to do, it's a ball at the base of there, and it's an actual hinge up underneath of this vest. So using both, we can get them back that much, and we can rock them forward this much. Let me see, I might be able to, because this is decently pliable. Well, that's all you're getting basically with that. The hips drop down, they kick out to the side that much with these guards in the way. Can kick forward more than 90 as usual. Kick back, thigh swivel, pinless double knee, which is tight, I'm not gonna lie. Swivel right there, the feet kick forward, the feet kick all the way back, and you get ankle pivot. And here is the bottom of the foot. Let's start changing some gear around. You can just pull his hair off, import toy style, and let's show you this. Without that hairpiece on, he can look up considerably. But now we got to put this hairpiece on. Wait, same hairpiece, sorry. Put this one on, and he gets his control goggles. I'm guessing they probably work with his mind, or whatever he's thinking, or when he's like aimed at something, he could say fire to his rocket pack. I'm not sure. Or, and you do have to pull this off, you can't have any hair on. You get this mask right here. This is probably definitely when he's working with the dreadnoughts. It looks like there's a saw blade up in there, and it is painted on the back, gunmetal, the red. There's the yellow eyes. That's a cool mask right there. And let's see with this one, he can look up more than with the hair. So let's get his various rocket launchers. I don't believe this is left or right, but of course they just plug right on. The silver part is where the rocket exhaust would come out. So the missiles shoot out there, but actually the ports work in either direction, so whatever you want. But if you want these hoses right here, you do have to port them in here. There's a little tiny peg hole right in the center that you are not going to be able to see, or maybe you are. There they go. There's also two port holes, peg holes inside of there, but there's one definitely in the middle. These hoses, I'm just realizing there's a tiny R right there, so that lets you know which side. But definitely, let's zoom back in. This peg right here is more slender than this one, so this is what actually pegs into the rockets on his leg, while this goes into the backpack. Let's show you the backpack. Backpack looks like this. The ports are on the bottom. This is the inside of there. Kind of looks like a cassette in the center of it. Honestly, I'm not sure what to say to plug this in first. I'm going to point them back this way. And which one is R? This is the R one. So I'm going to take this skinnier peg and plug that into there. Same deal over here. This, of course, two pegs right there on his back and a peg in the middle of the backpack. Plugs in nice and secure, and we can get this going up in there. So since you're watching me first before you open your figure, you'll know that there's a left and a right. Actually, did I do that correctly? I didn't even do that correctly. Well, here we are. We have that in there. And now, technically or truthfully, these things right here, let's see if these have LNR. I don't see it anywhere. They look exactly the same. They were already connected. I just took it out to do a parts count. To let you see this swivels on that peg. There's a hinge here. There's a hinge here that goes all the way down, all the way up, and it's on a ball joint. So that is awesome. Awesome articulation for an accessory. You can have it as back mounted rocket launcher, or you could turn it around and maybe it's a jetpack. Whatever you feel like doing, to be honest with you. Because we can just put this exhaust in there, and now you can be flying around. The missiles, let's see, they do not port in there. I think I was able to get them to port. Well, not the big ones. The little ones, I was able to get these in there, but they are loose. It's definitely not meant to just stuff these in there and leave them in there, except there, because these small ones aren't meant for the top shoulder guns. But here he is, all armed up with this, which is cool. And of course, we can go ahead and put these blast effects fit wherever. You can port them wherever. You can have two small ones on one side. I'm gonna have a small one at the top, the middle one at the bottom right there. I'm gonna have a middle one at the top over here, and the smallest one at the bottom down there. All the small missiles just plug right on, and so forth. I'm gonna come back. And here he is shooting off everything right there. So, there you go. As you can see, I do have him with this smaller pistol or smaller SMG or whatever it is. And this one came with the Valkyries as well. Both of these guns. Once they added these guns, I guess they tried to make these standard for Cobra, but it is very gummy. This bent almost like 90 degrees with me trying to get it out the package. So be careful getting this stuff out the package. If you don't care about it, somebody, Junkie on Crafts and Builds was suggesting that, said that somebody suggested cutting it out. I didn't, but here we are. Yes, the blast effects do work, and the bazooka. Scrap Iron's blast effect does fit in here, but that ball joint is not strong enough to hold this heavy piece. And the missiles don't attach to this because there's no peg at the back of the missiles. The pegs peg into the missiles in this guy's case. And while we're here, here is a size comparison. Stand up, you. He is slightly taller than Scrap Iron. Here he is next to Destro and one of Valaverse's Swarm guys. So you have an idea. He's basically the same height as Destro, and Destro is a slightly taller than usual figure. I'm looking on the packaging and they no longer have the height like straight up visible. I'm gonna miss that. I actually like them having that, even though you can actually see the figure in the box. It was nice to be able to just have the info on hand so I can tell y'all. But this is probably about a 6.3, 6.4 inch action figure. You can convert that into millimeters yourself with Google. Google is your friend. When this guy came on the scene, that G.I. Joe series was way more cartoony and wacky. I mean, they did do some serious takes, but from one episode I watched, but it also seemed way more cartoony. Like, the people looked like, they didn't look like real people. They looked like action figures that are doing army, military, science fiction type stuff. That doesn't make any sense, but when you watch it, you'll see what I'm talking about. It doesn't look like they're just wearing their uniforms. Their uniforms look like it's their body, just like the actual toys. But here's what I like doing with him the most: making these rocket launchers actual rockets so he can fly. He can fly around and shoot with this rifle right here or his other pistol. But you can do whatever you want. There's so much variation you can choose from. You could choose not to have these on. You could choose not to have the hoses. You could choose to make his backpack just a regular backpack without the guns on there. It's so much you can do. You can make him a dreadnought with this mask. You can do whatever. I like them. Link in the description for where you can get this guy on Amazon. If you're not subscribed to me, consider subscribing. If you like this video, please like it. If you want to go extra mile, share it. If you've been watching me for a while, and I don't have Patreon or anything like that, but what I do have is a series of links in the description. If you click on either one of the Amazon links below and you purchase anything, that contributes a little bit of money to me once the product is delivered to you. It doesn't have to be this specific guy. It could be anybody or anything. It could be a pack of toilet paper. Also, the live streaming auction site, Whatnot. If you sign up for that, once you make your first purchase, you get a 15% off, I believe, or $15 off discount on your first purchase. You can follow me on IG and Facebook, all that. That would be very helpful, to be honest. I would very much like to get to 10,000 followers on Facebook. It's been stagnating for years in the 8,000 range. But anywho, enough self-promotion. Thank you for watching. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Figure action. That one's me. Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos.